Greetings. Peace be with you. So, let me ask you a question. Why do you think that pornography is free? Right? Why don't they make you pay for it? It's the same reason that YouTube is free. It's the same reason that Instagram is free. It's the same reason that Facebook is free, okay? Now, hopefully, you are getting value from these videos. You're educating yourself, you're elevating yourself. But the reason why all of these apps, these services are free is because they want your energy. Okay? We've been trained to think of money as finances being the only currency, but what if energy was the most important resource? We are living in the mind hacking economy, okay? In the attention economy, whereby since we're not being asked to pay for these products, right? But therefore we are the products being sold. And my sincere hope is that you're watching the videos on this channel, they're helping you level up, but it's very important to keep an awareness of the way that this whole system works. The fact that you are not paying for pornography or like it's free, I can go and indulge anytime that I want. What you are really paying is something that you will never get back. What you are really paying is your time first and foremost, okay? And you're engaging that time to get your mind hacked, and on top of that, you are wasting your energy, okay? Semen retention. You've seen a lot of videos on it, okay? I've made so many videos on this channel myself, but whether you subscribe to the notion of spiritual benefits of it, whether you subscribe to the notion of, these physical benefits of it, at the end of the day, understand that it all comes down to energy, okay? Energy is your most important resource as a man. People talk about money being the most important resource. People talk about time being the most important resource. But the fact is that money is nothing more but an energetic representation of your own productivity, hard work, energy spent towards providing value in the marketplace. Time has nothing to do other than with how you spend it, right? We all have the same 24 hours in a day. And how we spend those 24 hours really comes down to the energy that we bring to those 24 hours, okay? Now, understand that, the metaphor of the Matrix is perfectly applicable in this circumstance, because if you haven't seen the movie, it's basically like these entities have taken over the human perception, and they are basically using humans as batteries, right? They're using them for energy. And because we are engaging our energy, our attention, which is really the only thing that you have, right? Do you have anything other than your attention? Where you put your attention, where you put your focus, where you put your energy, that is what you end up getting out of life at the end of the day. So everything around us, there's so much distraction out there. There's like the social media companies, the social media algorithms have been specifically designed by the world's top engineers to hack your attention, to give you that spike of dopamine, to give you that social validation, to get you craving the likes, the comments, right? I mean, it's the same thing with YouTube. They're going to want you to stay on this platform. And I hope that if you do stay on it, you watch my videos so that you actually elevate, so that you get that knowledge, so that you have that education over the entertainment. And that really comes through your implementation of this information, because without that execution, it just becomes mental masturbation. You know what I'm saying, right? So look, everything around you is vying for your energy. So what my message for you today is just to keep an awareness of where you spend your time and energy. We think about money. Oh, it's free, right? Oh, it's free. We're like always chasing that free stuff. We've been conditioned to chase the free stuff, but just think about your time, which is something you'll never get back. It's a non-renewable resource. This is why truly rich people value their time more than their money. And poor people, they are very stingy with their money, but they are very, very careless with their time, right? They kill time. They're just wasting time. And understand that that is your most important resource. Where you spend your energy and how you spend your time are directly correlated, because sometimes you can get more done in 30 minutes than you get done in 5 hours, because the energy that you bring to that is way more effective. And with semen retention, understand that that is the source of your creative energy. I've said this on this channel so many times, and I'm going to keep emphasizing it, because if you are watching this video and you are not engaged in this powerful practice and you see yourself getting tempted Understand that this is a specific engineered mechanism that the pranography industry is very, very aware of, right? It's one of our most powerful drives to procreate. It's the force behind evolution. But when we waste that energy, then we don't have any left over to create the life that we seek to create. Okay, this is a point that I made on this channel again and again, but I want to re-emphasize it because it is just that important. When you have an awareness of where you spend your energy, that is when you begin to realize what activities are serving you and which ones are not serving you. Okay, everything around us is engineered to get our energy, to get our attention. So keep the temples of your focus guarded. Do not let your mind get hacked. Okay, think of your mind as a separate entity that is like it's like a dog kind of, and it's just like chasing all these cheap thrills, right? There's three parts of the brain itself. There is the prefrontal cortex, which is the most evolved, the rational, the logical, the analytical part of the mind. Then there's the mammalian part of the mind, right? Then there's a reptilian part of the mind, which controls our unconscious programs, like our body temperatures and our breathing to some extent, and our heartbeat and our digestion. But what this whole agenda is focusing on is the mammalian part of the brain, which is the emotional part of our chakra. It's the sacral chakra. And when we get engaged in the process of getting those cheap dopamine spikes, then we are literally wasting our energy away that could better be used towards creating a life that is in alignment with your values. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day, okay? Because when you make a commitment to yourself and you say that you're going to do it and then you actually do it, that is when you build that relationship with yourself. And the thing with semen retention is that it is literally like a cheat code that allows you to elevate beyond your mammalian mind, because your mammalian mind wants to reproduce, it wants to bust a nut, it wants to get that thrill, it wants to release the dopamine. But when you tap into the higher sense of who you are and you make that decision in accordance with your values rather than how you feel, according to your vision, rather than impulsive compulsivity, right? That is when you become the conscious creator of your reality. And this is just a reminder that I'm sending to you. I know I've shared these ideas before, but are you implementing them? Because that is where the rubber meets the road. Okay, understand that everything around us is vying for our energy. And that is why the matrix is such an applicable metaphor. Think of your body like a battery. And when we are wasting our energy, we're thinking it's free, right? Why is pranography free? We can go deeper into it and think about the agenda behind emasculating men, because when you are letting go of your life force energy, you are easier to control. You don't have energy, right? Think of the comparison between an ox and a bull. A bull is a wild male cow that's just aggressive. You can't control it. You know that those bull riders get killed sometimes, and you see those bulls are absolutely wild, uncontrollable. And you look at an ox, it's a male cow, but it has been removed of its male parts, and therefore it is docile, therefore it is easy to control, and it is just always doing the work rather than, just being wild and impregnating all the females. So that is a parallel over here as well. There is an agenda to emasculate men because emasculated men are easier to control. And right now is the time that you take back that control of your power, of your ability to create real change in your life, and let go of these cheap thrills. Of course, it is easier said than done, especially when you have a habit that has been there for so long. For me personally, I remember I was down that road for like more than 10 years, every single morning, every single night, right? Going through the motions of busting my nuts, feeling good in the moment, but then wondering why I'm depressed, why I'm anxious, why I have social anxiety, why I can't focus. It's because I didn't have the energy, okay? They want your energy, but you have to be aware about where you invest it, because that is the most important decision that you make every single day. Don't just think about money, okay? Of course, it's important. Think about your energy. That is even more important, because that is really the only thing that you have. And there are so many factors outside of us that are vying for our energy, that are vying for our attention. And it is up to you to take control of where you direct it. Okay, so with that, I conclude this video, and I will leave you in the peace and power of the one infinite creator. Know that you have it inside of you to create a life that you love, but it all comes down to managing where you invest your energy. Okay, much love to you. Take care.